The topics we discuss are many.
No story too bold to talk about.
Strictly our own opinions.
But they are opinions from people like you.
Welcome to the Naked Podcast.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Naked Podcast. Happy Monday. As always, I am still not canceled. I'm your DDM tech guy, Alan.
I am almost 2 months to being cigarette free. It's your girl, NJ.
Nice.
I don't do cold. Hey, it's Keelan.
And I'm ready for some sushi. It's me, Ethan.
Sushi sounds good. Where are you getting your sushi from?
Naked ladies.
Naked ladies.
That could get you in trouble, apparently.
Whoa. Who's in trouble?
Try to cancel me.
So San Antonio's own fire chief is now under investigation and review for having a photo that's gotten out of him eating sushi off of a naked lady.
Are you kidding me? But why? Why is he in trouble? This is like a common thing.
Tradition? Yes. But yeah, no. So even our own mayor has said, yes, this needs to go under review. And I think it's left the majority of us here in San Antonio baffled and wondering what exactly is under review.
They just need a way to waste tax dollars and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I totally agree. I think it's a total waste of tax dollars. Why is this even news? I think SA Express broke this story, we'll say in quotations, and his job's in jeopardy, his, character's in jeopardy, and all he did was go to a fellow firefighter's party, not in uniform, and didn't do anything illegal. All he did was pose next to somebody who was covered in sushi, a woman. That's actually an act that they do in Japan. So a lot of people in San Antonio, all the comments that I've seen on social media have been in favor for the fire chief, saying like, why is this news? This is ridiculous. Why are we having this discussion?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that that's pretty much where everybody is right now.
I mean, just to see them get upset and frustrated because he went to somebody's birthday party is just kind of stupid. Like, we have so much more going on and other things to worry about right now that this is not a priority.
Like, right, we have the election to worry about. We have Corona to worry about. I even did some like research on the topic, like the actual practice of like eating food off of naked women. It's called nyotaimori. I am pretty certain that I'm mispronouncing it, but this is something that's been happening since the 1600s. Now it's kind of become more like, I guess the only people that practice it in Japan now are the Yakuza, the gang leaders and whatnot. There's even its own form for eating food off of men. It's called nantaimori. Again, my pronunciation could be way off, but I just don't see why people are mad about it.
So you can like eat a guy's sushi roll, huh, Alan?
You can eat sushi rolls off a leaf that is placed on the man. The food isn't supposed to touch the human body. And I know that China banned it because of health reasons, but
they're just haters also.
Yeah. That is another thing.
Norma, I'm getting bachelorette party vibes.
Yeah, that's probably not gonna be in my bachelor party like a foreseeable future. Maybe not, because I don't want to be under review. I just think it's really ridiculous that these people are, saying like, oh, this is a serious allegation. He needs to distance himself from this type of thing. All it was a woman laying on a table. She wasn't completely nude. She was covered in the bits that matter. Mm-hmm. And that was it. He was just there, dragging somebody's character and, going through this whole cancel culture shit is awful. He's only been fire chief since June. What? Give him a break.
So was he not a fire chief at the time of the party? Because wasn't the party like back in January or February?
Was it?
I think so.
That'd be even funnier. Like, hey, I went to a party before I was fire chief, so now you have to fire me. That's cancel culture to the extreme.
That's really dumb. Why would you? Like, I understand if he, went out and did something wrong, like robbed a place or was involved in a hit and run or used his connections to try to get a buddy of his hired, but fucking going to a party and eating food off a half naked lady.
I mean, was the sushi
About it
any
before.
good? Was it just like we're playing California rolls? Was
Well,
it actually real
apparently
sushi or just American stuff?
Well, it's a sushi place that's actually kind of close by to where we're at, and it's legit, like supposedly really good. So maybe we should go show support to that restaurant. I think it's really funny that the restaurant owners and the I think the cook was just like, why are you asking if this is a thing or not? So I thought it was pretty funny that they're like, why you're indirectly shaming my business, right? Like this is like a shady business practice when it's not. It's just an experience. And we've talked about it before about cancel culture and how toxic it is. It's this man is just a man. He's a fire chief. He's a dad and a father, and he didn't do anything wrong. We shouldn't persecute him for that.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah, I think it really goes back to some of this cancel culture that we've been experiencing. And I think, just like the Salem witch trials, it just went too far. And it's starting to go after people who are not doing anything besides living their life and just enjoying themselves a little bit. As soon as you enjoy yourself a little bit, nope, you need to be canceled.
It's like,
there's room to grow. Sorry.
Can I veer off topic for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Chris Pratt is under fire because he didn't want to go to a Biden luncheon or banquet or something like that. So now all of a sudden Hollywood's canceling him.
Just for the fact that he didn't want to support Biden at a fundraiser. That's it.
That started before, though. There was this Twitter post by
Christianity.
So that started with a Twitter
Ellen
post.
Page started it.
It wasn't Ellen Page. It was a reporter that said, if you could get rid of a Chris from Hollywood, which would it be? And it had Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pratt, Chris Evans, and another Chris. God damn it! From Star Trek.
Hemsworth.
Is that the one that Chris Pine? Is that
Chris
the
Pine.
one that they called him Chris Rat instead of Chris Pratt?
Yes. Yeah, they started doing that, and then people started like explaining why. One was where he was racist. Another one was where he was because of his Christianity, and it doesn't the church that he was a part of. Yeah, that's where that started from. So it was just like adding more logs to the fire. Also, Lou, you're right. As a public servant, you're never off the clock, but he wasn't wearing uniform.
Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah. But
he's still human, let him enjoy stuff. Like, he's not at a titty bar. He's not at a street corner, picking up a prostitute. He's engaging in a cultural experience, so to speak.
And the same can be said for Chris Pratt.
It wasn't even his birthday party. He didn't hire this company that works here in San Antonio to come out. He was at a fellow firefighter's birthday where other people of rank were there. He's just one that happened to get photographed.
It's just an end series. Yeah. It's an unfortunate series of events.
It doesn't have to be, though.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be. I mean, we've talked about it before, like call back to that one kid who had his Venmo handle at a basketball game, and then people dragged him for who he was 10 years ago. I think that we should allow people the opportunity to grow as people when they do something wrong. But in this case, he didn't do anything wrong. So, I feel like it's definitely a topic worth discussing because talking about it now, and what can we do to stop this cancel culture and dragging good people's names through the mud?
I think for me, the point where now, if to do anything to correct the situation, we got to pay attention to who's persecuting him and make sure that we remove them and put somebody in their place that's going to spend tax dollars wisely and not waste them on bunk investigations just to get some clout online.
Yeah.
I hear you. It's hard to defend our mayor whenever these things pop up and he has these crazy stances. Like, he should have defended him. Maybe it's just my lack of knowledge of city politics, but I feel like, you should have your city leaders back and hold them accountable when you need to. In this case, I feel like he made a really bad judgment call.
I'm going to play devil's advocate, but what if he did the investigation as a form of having his back? Like, instead of trying to say, no, it's fine, he was on his own time. Like, that could look bad for him too. I think he's trying to do the right call and saying, let's have an investigation. Let's see if there was actually anything wrong. I mean,
that might be beneficial for some people, but in my opinion, I don't think it's beneficial.
Yeah,
that's fair.
He wasn't doing anything lewd or suggestive or crude or that seemed disrespectful in the moment. So it's just, so what is it under investigation for? What are they looking for? What are you trying to prove?
I guess trying to prove that nothing was wrong, because that can work both ways, right?
To me, why do I have to prove there's nothing wrong? You know what I mean?
Hey, it's like, am I guilty before I'm innocent? I can see your point there too.
That's totally living in the guilty until proven innocent, and that's not how our society was built.
This is in Mexico. That shit happens in Mexico.
I hope our listeners in Mexico come after you.
Yeah, I'm guilty before I'm proven innocent anyway, so fuck it. Cancel me. Don't cancel me.
Alan has been canceled in Mexico. He can never return.
Man, but I'm like Mexican American. What the fuck?
You're not even from there. Like, we don't want him. Don't blame us.
Okay, fair.
Wow, a whole country disowned you already.
Damn.
Well, I think a whole consumer base is going to disown Google Stadia if they keep these game developers on staff. You guys hear about this game developer for Google Stadia that said that streamers, people who on this platform of Twitch stream video games every day, they should pay the game developers money for streaming their games. What do you guys think about that?
That's a stupid fucking suggestion. Like, that's just dumb. I'm sorry.
It's like, cool, then you can start paying me for advertising.
Yeah. That's the one thing that these game developers, I guess, aren't clicking in their heads, that they're marketing. That streamers are your marketing now. You don't need to do ads on Google or ads here. You don't need to pay Sony and Microsoft these big things. Just get a couple streamers to play your game and people will find you.
That's exactly how Among Us got started. It was because of a streamer that found it and it blew up.
Totally. I feel like if it's a slap in the face to your streaming community. There's so many games that I learned about just from watching other people play, like Keelan playing Terra, or some of our friends who play Fall Guys. I didn't know any of those games existed, and watching them, maybe it gauges an interest. Oh, this looks fun. Oh, the people I love to watch are playing this. I want to play this. And it's free advertisement is what it is. So why should our streamers pay game developers for this? I think they should do it smart. I think that game developers should eye those people that are bringing in, a lot of people to view their game, by giving them, stuff to pilot. Like Sea of Thieves does that. They have like a crew,
The
a
content creator
designated
crew.
crew of streamers. Yeah, a content creator crew. So I feel like it could be smartly done. I just feel like it's a little greedy. And to be honest with you, like Google Stadia, like we haven't really heard too much about it. Like personally, I haven't. I just feel like that's a really bad move and precedent to try to set.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the only things that I've heard about Google Stadia is that they're like kind of shit compared to everything else.
So you have to look at the logistics of that. If you have a variety streamer, how do you determine how much he would pay back into the game he's streaming? Like, what if he streams Call of Duty 3/4 of his time and I don't know, what's another one? Modern Warfare, I don't know, games. How do you determine how much you would pay each company? Those are probably made by the same company.
And it's super interesting, like though to think about the concept, because streaming is evolving. I guess it's kind of like a little bit of an industrial revolution in a way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you have all these people getting on. Everybody's trying to figure out what the magic is, what's the key.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Google's trying to, I don't know, use people a little bit like, hey, we'll milk you for all you're worth. When in turn,
Google-
I think Google should be encouraging and, I mean, pumping up these small time creators.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's how you data mine.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Iron?
Hey, Iron. What's up?
Booze.
Are
But
those?
I mean, to go a little off topic on us, but like what we're doing here, instead of us being one streamer trying to do it on our own, we're more or less 4 streamers on our own little running one channel, and we're able to spread things out.
Yeah.
And I think it's easier. You think about channels when you were growing up. They don't have that in the streaming world yet.
Mm-mm. I mean, they have teams where you can follow a team on Twitch and it's like different streamers that are partnered. But yeah, you don't really have that, like other than the whole teams aspect. And it's kind of hard.
Can you imagine?
What?
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I just got really excited. Can you imagine like the TV guide channel that used to like pull like everything and you would have to wait for your channel to just like cycle through? Can you imagine if Twitch had that? Like, okay, out of 1 million people who are streaming right now, you better catch them when you can to.
I mean, just thinking moving forward, you're gonna have to like kind of categorize and section off streamers in a certain way.
Well, they already do that with the types of video games that they're playing. Right?
That you can, go between either the type of video game you want to watch, or you have the tags. I want to see a stream in German that's MMORPG,
Mm-hmm.
With us though, like
just chatting.
Yeah, just chatting. With us, it's like it really is not that different from what other people are doing. We're just doing it together. I mean, on Twitter, I see so many streamers that are saying, why is this so hard for me to gain followers? Or why is it, hard to gain a community? And I think a lot of it is to, like Iron's point, is just be yourself, bring in some quality content, but you also need a little bit of a team. That's why I'm glad that we all work together, because we all have different strengths in different areas.
Yeah.
I mean, just imagine all the things that we each do, having to do that as one person. I don't know how you would keep up with that.
Real quick.
Ooh.
Keep up time.
Hey.
Butiero, thank you for that sub.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Yeah, love you, brah. At Iron Tech, thank you for that host. Appreciate you, buddy. Dropping them fat subs.
How many subs are we up to now? Are we close to the 50? Are we getting close to a 50 or?
You know what? I haven't checked. I'll have to go in and check.
So for those that don't know,
fill them in while I look at how many subs we got.
I did not volunteer for this. I just want to preface this by saying that apparently if we get up to 50 subs on Twitch, I will have to smack our lovely little holder of the precious cargo, Alan, aka Peach Z, like ferociously.
They can't see my shirt. There you go. This is precious cargo.
It's a good old fashioned slap bet.
Backhand.
Logistics, we haven't worked them out yet, but I did not volunteer for this. It just kind of happened.
It's because
I'm sorry in advance.
It's because I was watching a Filipino streamer and Ethan and I were trying to discuss, like, how are we going to bring him on the show if he's 13 hours ahead or behind? One of the two.
Same.
Oh my gosh. Iron, you're so right.
Fans page at 100
the
subs.
Fuzz off that peach.
God damn it.
Peach's tech advice only on OnlyFans.
DM/tech advice.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that on OnlyFans. Just welcome everyone.
I have a ring light if you want to borrow it.
You damn e-girl. Or wait, do you call it e-them? You e-them.
Is that what it is?
First it's a ring light, then it's a bleached butthole.
Oh my gosh, my camera's going crazy.
This is
Hang on a
derailed
second.
pretty quickly.
Yeah, it has. My camera's like trying to focus and it doesn't want to. But going back to I'm gonna corral cats right now. Trying to go back to the whole, streamers paying for the game devs. Like, I was a game developer. What I did as a game developer when I was working on a platformer is I tried to create an early stage for a beta crew, and the beta crew would eventually evolve into a creator crew where people would play our game. And one of the first people was actually the first guest of Circle of Jerks, where I paid him like $50 for 3 months, like each month, and he would like promote our brand, promote what we were doing, try to get people in our Discord and on our webpage, and that works. That worked for that, but it's some game companies can't do that, obviously, like Among Us, so it's kind of like word of mouth. But some companies like Rare can, where Sea of Thieves, if you're a Sea of Thieves content creator, you got access to Sea of Thieves Insider, which is their private beta program. But you also have to sign a non-disclosure agreement as to what the new content is. So there's a caveat.
I'm going to change my opinion. Screw it. You know what? Try to roll this out, Google, and watch all the small creators and little games rise just like Among Us.
Yeah.
Indie Games Unite.
Yeah.
The empire of the indies.
Hey, Rogue One, what's up?
What's up, Rogue?
Hey, Rogue.
Welcome.
Hey, let's. But yeah, I mean, going back to like talking about like our streaming community, like we wouldn't really be anywhere without the people that we have met. So like Iron Tech in the chat, Rogue One, Circle Jerks just did an episode with him. Super humble, super great guy.
Love the guy.
Check it out on our channel.
Mm-hmm.
Go back and view those past episodes for sure.
And make sure to check out his apparel website. It's Deadlift Heroes. DLH. I got it. DLH apparel. Great. It's for a great cause. Anyway.
Yeah, but at this point, it's like, I mean, Google's already getting hit with the antitrust laws.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what comes out of that. But you know what? If you're going to act like that, Google, just try to milk us for money and we'll find a way around it. It's what we do.
You know who's getting milked for money right now? Do you guys remember the fun little TV show on the WB called Animaniacs?
Because we're anime. Okay, I can't say it because we'll get like copyright stricken.
Also, thank you, Rogue.
Rogue,
I want to apologize right now. I'm so sorry for butchering your apparel website's name. DLW Apparel. Going on, the Animaniacs, they're about to get milked for God knows how much by Hulu. Hulu is bringing it back. They're bringing back the Animaniacs.
So excited.
I mean, it's
They even updated the contract.
I guess it's AT&T really overall, right? Because they own Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers produces it, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, AT&T really needs some cash flow right now. I think Disney's in the same boat.
Mm-hmm.
Like all these people need some money, so they're gonna start, opening up the vault and pulling out the pieces of gold.
Yeah, of course. They got to. They really have to try to stay afloat. But, I mean, the one place to cut the dead weight is to, cut your higher ups wage in half. And I think they'd
Or
survive.
like Rooster Teeth.
Oh, yeah, just get rid of 2 really good people. But
No.
trash. They're trash people, though. So.
See the commercial for it today, and I was really impressed at how like the original it is. There's no different animation.
Mhm.
They didn't try to revamp it. It's literally they just brought the Animaniacs and put them in 2020.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's not like the Powerpuff Girls where they didn't even want to go with the original voice actors.
wait, the Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
They brought it back.
They brought it back,
in
changed.
2019. Then they added
Oh,
another
yeah.
sister. They added an older
Mhm.
sister.
It's trash.
Yeah,
Trash.
it kind of ran off the rails when the Powerpuff Girls started to twerk.
How disgusting. Show me where.
Cartoon Network website.
I think
really used
you
watch
have
an
to-
anime. Oh, go ahead.
I think it has to be done really carefully though with like reboots.
Mhm.
So like Animaniacs, like how Keelan said, they did it exactly the same. They just put them in modern times with the millennial crew specifically. Like we're very nostalgic. We love the things that, we saw when we were kids. But you have to do it right. Like you can't put that Gen Z twist on it.
No, it won't go anywhere.
Yeah, no. I honestly like the fact that they're bringing it back. I wonder if Warner Brothers bringing back Animaniacs is to keep control of their intellectual property, their IP, kind of like what Disney does every now and then, but also likes to fuck with the copyright laws. I think this is Warner Brothers' way of saying, "Hey, Animaniacs is still ours. Guess what? Here they are again."
I could see that. I mean, I guess because like Sony, they have to do a Spider-Man movie every so
Mhm.
often, or they have to revert the rights. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I was like, I really think it's just AT&T needs money, and how well, it's a sure thing. They're gonna make money off of it.
Mm-hmm.
The merch alone. I want a shirt already with Dot on it.
Also, I got an answer to our sub question. We're up to 14 subs now. We unlock our tier 2 stuff by 50. So we'll be able to add another emote to our channel by then.
And we'll also unlock the slap.
Yep.
The slap.
We'll do it on stream too. I
The
mean,
slap heard around the world.
Oh, yeah, no. We'll have to make announcements for weeks and everything and get it all ready.
That's just gonna happen one day on stream. Just Norma's gonna come over. What was that for?
Oh, you think it's gonna be that light?
No, but then afterwards, Keelan's gonna slap Ethan at 100 follow, 100
For 100
subs.
subs.
100 subs, and then we'll start our
that's when you start
OnlyFans.
your OnlyFans. We already planned this out.
No. You're gonna get slapped, and we're gonna start our OnlyFans at the same time.
That's the OnlyFans. It's just pictures of guys getting slapped.
It'll be where we talk about Disney content.
Iron Tech, we're gonna need Iron Rife to participate in the great slappening.
Great slappening of 2020. It's the only way we can get out of this, okay?
So if we try really hard and we convince a bunch of people, can we have slaps giving?
Fuck yeah. Slaps giving. Fuck yeah. I've always wanted to do a slaps giving. But we need a lawyer friend.
Yeah.
Yes, Iron.
We'll take the cameras. We'll set everything up. We'll live stream it from like the Pearl or something.
Ooh.
Ooh, fancy.
So what are you going to start slapping now, Norma, to prep? Like watermelon or something.
Pumpkin?
Yeah, thinking like a watermelon or like a potato sack.
Pumpkin.
Ooh.
Yeah, you got to build that hand strength and like harden your bones, you know?
Gotta keep my pin pan strong.
Hey.
I'm sorry, my love.
It's okay. It's okay.
But
It's for the
it's fine.
content. Rogue
It
says
was
you're
good for
speaking
the
of
vine.
Rogue.
You can't feel bad for Alan in this situation because it was his idea.
Nah, it's fine. I know what I got myself into. I'm
Knew what
doing
you
this
signed up
for
for, okay?
official millennials.
When you put a ring on this finger.
Can you please make sure that you're not wearing the ring on your finger? Oh wait, never mind. You're doing it with your right hand, right? No, we're good. We're good. I'd be
Well,
really
this topic veered right off the rails.
Into some Animaniacs shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
I mean, you wanted the Animaniacs. Well, here you go.
We are
No,
zany.
What I'm really waiting for them to bring back is Pinky and the Brain.
They're bringing
Like,
that
I
back
was
with.
never-
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's all. I was never really cared about the Animaniacs themselves. I was just always watched Pinky and the Brain.
The pinky.
I love the little
And the brain.
Brain. Go ahead.
sorry, I really enjoyed that. In Animaniacs, you guys remember the little toddler that would get chased around by her dog because she would always get herself in dangerous situations. She would tell her mom, "I love you, pretty lady. Bye bye."
You
guys remember that one?
I remember that
It
one.
was part of it. Yes.
Heck yeah.
The same day we.
I loved Animaniacs. I loved the humor too. It was great.
It was.
We're taking over the world, Rogue.
I was about to answer his question.
One stream at a time.
Speaking of one stream, let's take a quick ad break. We're going to take a quick bio break, guys. We'll be right back, okay?
Hey.
There you go. Hey, guys, we're back. And we're back. You didn't miss anything. We just chit-chatted a little bit about food and, you know, the whatnot. Killing anything
Acted very mature.
or fighting.
We're snake fighting.
Yeah.
What are you guys, druids?
Yes.
I want to wild shape into a snake.
I am a snake. No, I wild shape
I'm the sneaky
into a
little
bear.
snake.
Gosh.
Well, we can't say that you're a snake because Badger's not here.
I lack of the honey.
Anyway, so
Moist. I like your hype button, Rogue.
that is awesome.
Well, welcome back from the ad.
Yeah,
I
welcome
guess
back.
we can get into the most controversial topic of the evening. Y'all ready?
Dun dun dun.
As ready as I am for Animaniacs. I mean, just saying. As long as it doesn't get canceled, I'm gonna be happy.
You are not prepared.
Oh no.
No, I just thought it was interesting that we have our first casualty in the great streaming world war that started at the beginning of this year. I really think when Disney came on, or I guess it was last year, when Disney came on, they really like shots fired and let everyone know it is on. And I felt like as soon as Disney came out, everybody branched off and they have their own streaming service and they're trying to milk the $5 from you for everything.
Of course. I mean,
And this one that suffered is probably the youngest of the streaming services.
So Qubie announced that they do have enough cash flow that they could work for another year or so, but they decided to shut down the streaming service and give the money back to the investors.
not even like issue
Wow.
refunds.
Decent people.
Nah.
So,
Well,
I don't know. I think it's a good thing. I'm happy that they're doing the right thing, but at the same time, looking at what they had, I think they had a great concept, and I think it would have went somewhere. They just focused too hardcore on trying to bring back older shows or get too big of names into it. Like they had the chance to really be a YouTube competitor in a way, and I think they really missed a spot.
Well, hold on. At the beginning of the year, they said that they had like 2 point something million viewers. Right?
They blew a lot of that money on a Hollywood budget 10-minute like episode. And they had big name actors like Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez and etc. Like celebrities.
Kevin Hart, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that probably is really what shot them in the foot. I mean, I think they overshot what the millennial crowd really wanted, like the younger crowd. I didn't even know what it was until, this week. I had no idea what kind of platform it was until I, went to go look it up. So I think their marketing was really off too, because I'm a prime candidate. Like I love to listen and watch streams. I love, take the reels on Instagram or TikTok videos. And I never even heard of it.
I mean, like on YouTube itself, you have like the 10 to 12 minute videos all the time. So like there is people watch that. Like I watch that. But I think they just went they went big Hollywood names, which if they would have stuck with more smaller studios and maybe got some more independent stuff, I think they would have blown up.
I agree.
I had known about Quibi for about a year, but every single time that I thought about signing up and like, oh, that looks like a great show, I wonder how much it is. Like it was affordable for the most part, but the one thing that I just did not like is that you could only watch it on your phone. That was it. Like that was the only place you could watch it. That kind of sat weird. So, I mean, that's the primary reason I didn't sign up.
It's a little weird, but hey, weird works sometimes.
Oh yeah.
It's weird has to be intuitive, like most people they're on the go. Like if somebody's on a subway or, riding a bus or waiting on break at work, like a quick little 10-minute episode or, show, that's convenient. It's compact.
I think if they had opened it up to at least tablets, that would have helped a lot. I did see the advertisements for it way, back whenever. And I saw names like Anna Kendrick and Sophie Turner. And I was interested in it, but as, broke college student, I couldn't pay for it. So if they had given, I don't know, more than a week free trial or I don't know.
Supported, free.
Yeah.
So that was the big thing is it's really short content. I mean, the content seemed okay from what I saw. But it's like, why you have YouTube for free? You have Instagram Reels for free. You know what I mean? So why are you going to pay for 10-minute videos kind of in a way?
It's like you could have had 10-minute videos and 5 minutes of ads to make 15 minutes. So it wouldn't have been too big of a difference and more people would have been able to watch the content.
Oh, that's right. It had ads, right?
Yeah, that was also the other thing. It had ads on top of everything.
I forgot about that.
On YouTube videos, if you think a 10-minute video, you usually have 3 ads or so, So they could have ran ads on it and like opened it up to think about like Philly D or, the Quartering, all these YouTube channels that are like 100,000 subscribers or more. Like they're pretty legit operations.
Yeah, that's true.
And YouTube has really shifted to more of like legacy media and big time, Fox, CNN, or other big time creators, they're supporting that. So I think Qubie just really missed their market.
I agree.
I can agree with that. I mean, go ahead.
I feel like Twitch has been the place where I could consume content from like small time streamers, like they're doing independent projects or different things. Like YouTube before, I used to be able to go on YouTube and find, a certain painting person or, a craft person. And now like it's so calculated. It has such an algorithm to it. And I'm being pushed these certain people because they pay more. I just don't feel like I'm getting that authentic experience. So like, like on TikTok, for example, you have like a For You page or scroll page and things that you've watched, like it kind of creates an algorithm, but you get new people all the time on it. So I would really love to keep fresh and keep new. And that way we could expand our network instead of just seeing the same old people talking about the same old thing.
Yeah, lately on
Exactly.
YouTube. Yeah, exactly. Lately on YouTube, I've noticed that whenever I try to go out and search for like new content creator or something that's kind of similar to what I like to watch, I only see this like massive page of people that I don't want to watch, or it's like the major news, or it's local election news that I'm just tired of fucking watching. Like I'm emotionally exhausted from seeing all this bullshit on YouTube. It's kind of why I jump to Twitch to watch content there.
I mean, and I get what you're saying like that. Like YouTube used to go on to be entertained, to sit there and watch something funny or something stupid and not
Mhm.
have to worry about the world. And YouTube turned into like News Central or, like it's entertainment news or this news or that news. It just turned into a giant news organization, I felt like.
Mhm.
And if we could have an entertainment alternative that kept to the 15-minute max, oh my god, like they would be the hottest thing right now.
Mhm. That's kind of like why I like watching Philly D and the Quartering every now and then, because it's short, it's sweet, it tells you what you need to know, and it keeps you informed. You know?
Oh, well, I remember like on Facebook, you used to have like the 5-minute craft videos and stuff.
Oh my god.
Like things like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
People are poking so much
Like-
fun at those videos, right? By the way, off topic. Yeah.
It's like a brain break, right? It's something quick and easy. And I think that's kind of a call sign of the
Mhm.
generation and the times that are changing. And don't get me wrong, like I don't want anything to sacrifice a story or like a good creative or imagination at all. I just think that we can channel that creativity in a different way that's relevant to our times.
yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. And I think things have changed a lot, and I think we're going to see the death of a lot of major companies and a lot of what we knew as entertainment and other things like that. But also, everything comes out of the ashes.
Mhm. Well, even
Mhm.
like movie theaters are closing left and right now due to the pandemic. Even I just saw this on social media, but a local bar here in San Antonio that's like known for like country music is closing their doors too because they just can't keep up with the rent from COVID and being whatever government stipulations they have on bars. But I think that this time is really just pushing shit out the door,
Well,
whether it's
and
media or
and that comes back like to the movie theaters, like you're talking about, like Regal, they shut down nationwide, right?
Yeah, they shut down
But
worldwide.
worldwide.
Yeah.
Well, but they also are open in a lot of areas, but California is not letting any movies out. They're holding on to everything until, I feel like they're holding on to it for their streaming services now.
Well,
You
yeah,
know?
that's what Disney's doing. I mean, we talked about this last week, but they're switching their whole selling platform from going to movies and making Disney Plus a secondary to making Disney Plus a primary, and whatever movies they release to go to movie theaters once they open again.
I mean, but it does make more sense to like, hey, let's let the movie theaters handle the cost of distribution
Mhm.
and handling, and we just get the money, and then
Mhm.
we get to put it on our streaming service afterwards. I
Mhm.
mean, that model makes a lot more sense than them going straight to video, or VOD. But at the same time, it's like, let some of the movie theaters at least have one movie right now. If they just had one movie, I would go see it.
I know a lot of movie theaters right now are like Kilgore Cinema is doing Hollywood or Halloween movies and horror movies. So it's nothing new, but they're still trying. And I know multiple people who have actually rented out that theater to play a movie.
Yeah, I heard about that too, where you could rent out a whole theater for $100.
what?
I'd do it.
They were cutting that deal right now to get people in. But let's think about it. If they released Black Widow, right, to movie theaters, and the theaters were able to put it on 8 screens instead of the 4, whatever it would be on, they can spread people out. They're still getting money in. You know, they can have sparser viewings of it, but they're not getting that at all because Hollywood won't release the movie to them. So whose fault is it really? Is it the government and COVID, or is it Hollywood at this point?
At this point, it's both. Like, it has to be both. I mean,
Wait,
Hollywood
doesn't want its money.
it's because
I think
go ahead.
I feel like Hollywood really just wants to milk its cash cow for as much as it is. And I mean, right now, I mean, look at what movie did they release recently? It wasn't in theater. Well, I don't remember what movie it was, but I think they're just trying to test the waters and see, like, Disney released Mulan, right? And that was on their streaming service, but you had to pay. So maybe Hollywood's kind of waiting and seeing, like, okay, well, what's going to work at these different companies first? And if that works, then, we can manipulate it however we're going to do to keep their money. I think at the end of the day, it's just like money talks and the rest walks. And I think that goes for a lot of different things.
Well, look
Now,
at what.
See,
Go ahead.
if like just on Mulan, if Disney had it where it was like $50 to watch it on VOD, or 30 if you're a member, like something like that would make sense, right? But to only put it on your streaming service that I am a member of and they make me pay on top of it was just a little like extreme on my point.
Well, look at what Netflix has done, right? Like, Netflix is a prime example to show you exactly how much money they can make by releasing content on just their platform. They've been successful at it for years, even though they're in debt. But they're still open. They're still producing movies and TV shows and God
canceling
knows what
stuff.
else. Yeah, I mean, they cancel stuff.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
they took a huge loss in the third quarter. Did you see that? They lost almost 1 million subscribers.
Oh shit!
Why?
I did not see that.
The Hunger Games of streaming services.
Well, ever since the indictment from the state of Texas on that one movie that we don't talk about.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
they've been bleeding subscribers. So, I mean, but that's like even Qubie. So when Qubie decided they wanted to sell off, they approached Disney. They approached Hulu, which is still Disney. And they approached Netflix to try to be bought out. And nobody wanted to buy them.
I think they should have approached Google. Google might have had some interest and then killed them off 6 months later, like every other project that they've ever had.
I think Netflix really missed an opportunity.
Yeah. Think about Netflix having a mobile small video app that on your phone, plus able to reach more into that independent creator market.
But they already have an app on their phone. All they need to do, I think the one thing that would have helped them a lot more is the absorption of the intellectual properties that Quibi had. And I think that could have made that like a really good thing, because Quibi had Reno 911, right?
Yeah, they brought back Reno 911.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm so sad I missed that. I loved Reno 911.
I never saw the original Reno 911.
Oh my God. Get out of here, Alan. You never see anything good.
You know you're from a border town when I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you don't
Iron.
No. You know you're from a border town when you've never seen Reno 911. Or when your family's Hispanic.
I've never
My
seen
family's Hispanic.
I am neither.
I'm upsetting till
I resemble that remark.
I regretted it as soon as I said it.
Hey, Boot Euro, I'm gonna watch it. Okay, I will watch Reno 911. We'll make it a Discord event.
At our senior celebrity party, a couple of people dressed up in the jumpsuits.
I don't know why. I just loved that show when I was younger. I don't know why. I had to watch it every time it came on.
You know what?
So dumb.
I was like that with Family Guy, and then Family Guy for me just went down the tube and I stopped watching.
When Brian died, yeah.
It was way before that. It was a couple seasons before that. When Brian died, I was like, yeah, it's a good thing I stopped watching. But that's
The
just
Life
me.
of Brian episode. That now I'm sad.
Oh.
And then they had the dog Vinny for a couple episodes. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was weird.
Oh no! Don't hold back the tamales.
No, I don't have back with tamales. Eat your tamales, bruh.
You can have that green
No
salsa though,
habla
Iron.
español.
What Iron is saying is, hey, just because I'm eating tamales con salsa verde, with salsa verde.
I understood what you said, Iron.
Oh, we're gonna make tamales for Christmas. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I have something to unwrap.
And brisket.
Well, we have about 4 minutes left in our episode. So do we have any questions or any comments about what we talked about today from our chat? Talked
Anything
about
from the peanut
street-
gallery.
Crazy and I actually have a little bit of an announcement. This is for, our Twitch followers, our people in Discord. We're going to be going out of town this weekend, so we might be a little bit off the radar. Do a nice weekend of unplugged, and we'll probably pop in here and there, but for the most part,
Take
gonna enjoy
pictures.
peace and quiet.
Take pictures. Show us.
I'll be naked
Serve
the whole
it.
time, so you don't want pictures.
Oh no, I don't want to. I don't want pictures of Ethan. I want pictures of where you guys are at. Sans Ethan.
the mountains.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so
Alan's getting a
great.
selfie daily, and I might be dressed.
As long as I
You'll
get a
have a
nice dick
50-50
bro
chance.
message.
Yeah, you will.
God damn it.
Ushered also has an announcement. Ushered, which is Keelan and myself, will be streaming on November 13th. We will be reviewing a book called The Nightbird by Brian Freeman. It is an amazing true crime novel where this psychologist, or I guess it's not true crime, it's just a crime thriller. The psychologist, she lets people or helps people forget their memories, and a serial killer is using that method to kill her patients. So it is a pretty thrilling book. It's exciting. So if you want to watch it, if you want to read it, rather, you can check it out on Amazon Kindle Unlimited for free. Free fitty.
It's a great read. I've been loving it. Like, I'm already episode chapter 26 in, and it's great.
Nerds.
Oh, I'm only on like chapter 20.
Don't read. Wait for the movie. Woo.
There's no movie.
It's also
movie?
on Audible.
Oh,
It's on Audible, even.
Oh yeah, Ethan doesn't like to
People who
read.
to drive and need- well, no, like sometimes people just drive long stretches, or they're like working and they don't have the opportunity to like read something page by page.
Mhm.
Audible is also a good source of that, and you get to keep your creative side.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
True.
I actually like listening to audiobooks when we drive.
Yeah. It keeps me from playing my musical soundtracks.
Fun fact: we make anyone who sings the song drink in our house.
Well, yeah, that's because her and our other friend decides to sing every chance they get.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just don't come at her with a wrong lyric, because she will unfriend you and ban you from the Discord server.
True.
Right, Alan?
Yeah, it happened once. I saw it. I synced it.
Official Millennials is also going to be getting a new project. We haven't really titled it yet, but it's going to be a watch party. So I know how once a month we have our community game night.
Mhm.
Well, 2 weeks from that is when we'll have our watch party. So every 2 weeks, you got something coming from us. Either a game
Nice.
night or a movie night. Hey!
Just in case you can't get enough of us.
Exactly.
Okay,
and
we
for our
heard the
first-
last game night. Sorry.
I don't know. Go ahead. What was it?
No, I was just saying we heard that our last game night. Like, we want more.
Yeah.
It's true.
So our first movie for our watch night is going to be the classic The Labyrinth with David Bowie.
Can I tell you guys a secret that I've never told anyone?
He
Oh my
hadn't
god,
seen
if you
it.
say it.
I swear Alan.
Never mind. I'll keep it to myself till after.
What is it? What's the
Nah,
secret?
nah. You can't know anymore. You're gonna threaten my life.
Alan's such a tease.
I'd never seen The Labyrinth. David Bowie's Labyrinth.
Oh, my
I was deprived as a child, okay? I understand that I was deprived as a child.
It's been a year since I gave you Goonies and Lost Boys because I gave them to you for last Halloween because they were nice Halloween movies.
Tell
Oh
you
my
what,
God, it's been a year. I'm so sorry, Keelan. We're gonna watch that on.
we're gonna watch it this
Halloween
week.
weekend, I promise
We're
you.
gonna watch it this week, okay? We're gonna watch it this week.
I'm happy to do those as watch parties as well. I know we've got a little bit of a lineup with the live action Mario Brothers movie and
That's what I'm talking
also the live action Flintstones movies.
Oh my god.
Classic.
I hated
But I do want to keep to an 80s cult theme.
I hated how the Mario movie was different, but I don't know, it grew on me after the second watch.
And see, that's one I've never
It's
seen.
like watching the Ninja Turtles movie, like the original one.
Mm.
I also
with,
know
your one guy. What's his name?
was it Shredder?
He did the documentary. Corey Feldman.
Yes.
I also know
Love
like
some
all
Feldman.
of the production horror story that was the Super Mario Brothers movie. So yeah.
I feel watching that movie, it was supposed to be a porno, but they just made it a regular movie instead.
It was supposed to be a much more intricate movie, but there were creative differences between the directors at the time and the writers, and they had to fire 4 different directors in order just to finish the movie and release it. That's why it's so
We'll
weird
hear
and
more
different.
movie trivia like that on our next watch, our first watch party. Details coming soon.
Yeah.
Wah, 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 wah.
Thanks.
Da-da-da-da.
Thanks for coming out, everyone, to watch this show. Do you guys have anything to plug?
Ian reminds me of the Babe.
What?
He gets it.
In
love
about an hour or an hour and a half or 2 hours after our show, NJ and I are going to stream Fall Guys on our individual channels, so make sure to come by and watch.
Wah, wah,
Thanks for
wah,
listening,
wah.
guys, and thanks for watching.
Have a
Bye.
good night. Y'all be safe.
E-
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Right.
just like
Make good choices.
give us 10 seconds.
Have a good one,
We
Iron.
don't want to leave yet.